brother. The Jeff Bridges of Madison County.
Yeah.
All right, best actress.
Yeah, sorry.
If I could think of more, I'd do it. All right, so best actress, right? We have Sandra Bullock in The Blind Side as Leanne Tui, Helen Mirren in The Last Station as Sophia Tolstoya, Carey Mulligan in Education as Jenny Meller, Gabri Sabid Precious, based on the novel Push by Sapphire, by playing Clarice Precious Jones, and Meryl Streep and Julia as Julia.
Child.
Yeah, I just like Julia Gulia from Wedding Singer.
Now, before we get into it, I just want to state that this is one of those scenarios where I don't think Julie and Julia, I know it made like a decent amount of money, but I don't think it got like well reviewed by critics. I don't remember. I think that was one of them, and I might be thinking of a different movie, but I thought it was, and then I think people just liked Meryl Streep in the movie, kind of how we were talking about Cruisin' USA in the movie 9.
Yeah, Cruisin' USA. That's a great picture.
Yeah.
Oh, so this movie it's like 77%.
All right, I guess that's not that bad.
Yeah.
I might be thinking of a different movie.
You're thinking maybe of a potential film that might come out soon called Ricky and the Flash?
Or, no, you know what I'm thinking of? I'm thinking of The Iron Lady whenever that comes out. I think that was just her role in it.
Yeah, that movie got like a negative 8%.
Yeah, first of its kind.
Yeah, so, listen, Sandra Bullock, man, The Blind Side made $7 billion. I mean, this movie was a massive hit. Mm-hmm. She's been in the industry for a very long time, right? People like her. Yep. Is there any actors in this that could, like, Meryl Streep just gets nominated, right? Carey Mulligan, she's excellent in Education, but she hasn't done as much time as Bullock.
Right.
And people people love Helen Mirren, but I don't know. That just doesn't have the momentum. I don't think many people have watched The Last Station. So I think it comes down to Gabri or Sabid. But the problem is, for Best Actress, first-time actresses rarely ever win nominee. So I'm thinking Sandra Bullock's got it, man.
So like little, like you said with Carey Mulligan, like I really like Carey Mulligan in An Education, but because she's just hasn't been in a ton of stuff that's been recognized. Same with Sidibe. I don't know how you pronounce it. I think it's Bullock's time. The only thing is, does Bullock take a hit at all? Because didn't All About Steve come out this year too? Yeah,
but so she hired a group of magicians that have been going door to door and doing a little trick to make people forget about it.
Okay. I wish I could.
This is one of those movies, though, that everyone loves her so much right now. They watch All About Steve, and they're just thinking, we'll give her one.
Right. It's just too bad that it's in the same year, you know what I mean?
All About Steve is one of the worst movies I've ever seen.
Yeah, me too.
I don't hate it, though. I wouldn't put it in my most disliked movies ever. Because while watching it, I was in a constant state of befuddlement, which is much better than just hate.
So I know that at times, really most of the time, I can be a film snob, but I remember watching All About Steve in a hotel room on the other coast of Florida because it was I was at a wedding. I was in a wedding party, and all the groomsmen and all the bridesmaids were like in this room at this one point. We were just hanging out.
No.
The TV was All About Steve. It just started up, and everybody was like, "What's this movie? What's this movie?" I'm like, "Oh, I don't think this is a good movie." But we ended up watching the whole thing, and we all sat there, and people were actually laughing at it, and I was very upset.
You're just sitting in the corner?
I was just like, you guys find this funny? But again, maybe that's just my snobbishness coming off, and maybe it is, a funny movie. I don't know.
How'd you get the copy of this? Because it just came out.
I believe someone had a screener.
Got it. Yeah, because the Oscar
the
season.
Story I'm thinking.
Yeah.
Or had a really fast release on cable TV.
They got it out of theaters, out of theaters as fast as possible.
Also, I want to say that the guy
Bradley Cooper's in it. Thomas Hayden Church is in it.
Yeah, no, it's got like a decent amount of people in it, like big actors. It's just not a good movie.
No.
But I was going to talk about The Blind Side. The guy, what's the kid's name?
Michael Orr.
That's his actual name, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, he like
the football player.
Right. He plays I'm a poker dealer. He comes in there and actually plays poker sometimes.
Nice.
Like yeah.
You act as a croupier and you fleece him all his money?
Yeah. Every time.
Nice.
They had like a celebrity
How many pro wrestlers were there?
Hulk Hogan, I think, showed up. But
Nice.
it was like after me. After I like got out of work or whatever, but he was there too.
How many wrestlers come in there?
I think only him. I haven't seen any.
Man, in Florida? I saw The Undertaker at airport the other day. It was awesome.
Oh, really? Nice. They might play at Hard Rock. I don't work at Hard Rock. They're the bigger, casino.
They're flashier.
Yeah, they take all of
So are we locking up Sandy B?
Yeah, go ahead.
All right, Sandra Bullock.
I do carry Mole. I love C Mole, but we'll go with Sandy B.
Yeah, you know what? After I've molded over, let's give it to Carey Mulligan. Let's go. She's got it.
Okay, sure.
All right, want to go her?
Yeah.
All right, locking it up. Seal on the envelope.
Fingers crossed.
Fingers crossed. All right, let's move on to Best Director. We got Catherine Bigelow, Hurt Locker, James Cameron, Avatar, Quentin Tarantino, Inglourious Bastards, Lee Daniels, I'm just going to say Precious. I can't read this whole name out. And Jason Reitman, Up in the Air. Solid group.
Yeah. Wait, that's all? I thought there was like 9.
No, that's Best Picture, Best Director.
Oh, sorry. I'm looking at the wrong category.
Now, I'm giving this... All right, listen. James Cameron has made the biggest blockbuster of all time, right?
Again.
Tarantino has outdone himself, which people didn't think was possible because he had already outdone himself several times. Lee Daniels did a great job with Precious, and Jason Reitman took a breezy script and just made it really great, really fun, really rewatchable. But Bigelow, dude, Point Break, Near Dark, K-19, Widowmaker. I shouldn't have emphasized that one as much.
Yeah, no. That's okay, though.
She is awesome. And as much as I love Avatar and Inglourious Bastards, the momentum is for her.
I think it's time that they, we get a female winner. She directed the hell out of The Hurt Locker. And I think, we're going to get to Best Picture and we'll discuss that. But as a directing effort, I think it is her time.
And all right. It's very hard to make Avatar, right? It's very hard to make Precious and Up in the Air. They made these movies look so effortless. But on set, somehow Catherine Bigelow was able to create this white-knuckle tension, which seems to me really hard. So I don't even see this as an upset, per se.
No.
Listen, Tarantino knows how to make a Tarantino movie now. Now that shouldn't take him away from winning things because he's so great consistently. I just think the Bigelow, the way she was able to handle this movie, she wins.
Yeah, I think I go Bigelow too. I do like Avatar, and I do think it was a great achievement for Cameron. But Cameron's won for Titanic. I think, I love Tarantino also, and and even Jason Reitman, I liked Up in the Air. I think it is Catherine Bigelow's time. I think she should win. I think it's time. She's got so many good movies under her belt. And this one, like you said, the way it's shot, the way it's filmed is just it's so tense, throughout.
Absolutely. They should also give her just an honorary Academy Award for Point Break.
I was going to say Point Break. Yeah.
Best skydiving ever.
That was the only thing missing from The Hurt Locker was Keanu Reeves.
And a football game.
Yeah.
Just a random touch football game that ends up with tackles. And a massive field. I don't know where they were playing on that beach. Massive beach, and somehow the whole thing was a field.
Yeah, I don't know.
I'd have been so annoyed playing on that. Where's out of bounds?
Yeah. Maybe they drew lines. We just couldn't see them.
Yeah, good point. It was at night.
Yeah.
All right, so Best Picture. Oh wait, Catherine Bigelow locking it up.
Yeah.
Sealing the envelope. Fingers crossed.
Fingers crossed.
We got it. Last but not least, Best Picture. We have The Hurt Locker, Avatar, Blindside, District 9, Education, Inglourious Bastards, Precious, Serious Man, Up in the Air. Now, let's get it down to 3 that we think could win, right? So that means we have to get rid of a bunch. So which movies can we take out that we know probably won't win?
Well, first I want to say that isn't it weird that there's Up and Up in the Air?
Yeah, they can't. Yeah, that's weird, isn't it?
Yeah.
I
I remember my friends getting so confused about which one was which. I'm like, I mean, they're different titles, but it's just funny that they're both Up. They both start with Up.
Now, Up, I don't think it's going to happen, but I think Up will probably win Best Animated, so it's not going to win Best Picture, correct?
Yeah, take that out.
All right, Up in the Air, it's good, but it's not Best Picture.
Yeah.
Serious Man, love it, but not enough people. If this was 3 years from now, it'd be in contention because more people have watched it, but I don't think many people have watched it, right?
Yeah, no, take it out.
All right.
I think you can take out Precious too. Precious is more about the actors, I think. Like, I mean, it's got great directing and everything. I just think compared to the other movies that are nominated, I think you can probably scratch it.
I know I said In the Loop, but I think it's going to win the best Oscar for screenplay, and I think Monique is going to win, so they're going to say that's enough.
Right.
All right, so we're taking that out. What about Education, District 9? Those can go, right?
Yeah, I feel like they just nominated. I'm really shocked that they nominated District 9 for Best Picture.
Do you think they're just making up for Dark Knight? Like, hey, Dark Knight didn't do it, so we'll throw this in to be cool?
Yeah, because I think they were like, because when has a sci-fi movie been nominated? I mean, it's been a while. And like that kind of sci-fi movie that has like elements of horror and it's kind of, I don't know. I was kind of shocked that it was nominated. I think it was kind of like a little, I mean, Avatar is nominated, but Avatar is like a different kind of sci-fi. I mean, it's got the whole, like, I don't know. It's got a lot behind it. Whereas District 9 wasn't a lot of it also improvised? Like, I don't know. It was kind of a weird pick for me.
Yeah, no, I'm with you. So what do you think? That leads us to what? Hurt Locker, Avatar, and Inglourious Bastards? We can take out an Education too. What do you think?
Yeah, that and Blindside you can take out.
Oh yeah, Blindside. So Hurt Locker, Avatar, Inglourious Bastards.
Yeah, that's hard. They're all really good. Man,
it's like, what do we want to bet the house?
Here's the thing. The Academy is going to choose between Hurt Locker and Avatar. It's whether big budget beats, more indie, female directed, smaller film. And because Avatar had the big budget, it broke all kinds of records. I think that the Academy is going to try to give a little love to the Hurt Locker, which saddens me because I think Inglourious Bastards is going to be pushed to the wayside. But honestly, out of those 3, even though I like all of them, Inglourious Bastards sticks with me the most.
Yeah. I mean, 10 years from now in 2020, we'll be thinking about Inglourious Bastards.
Until they release the Avatar sequels that they're supposed to release in a couple of years.
Yeah, I can't wait. In a decade, we'll have about 5 more.
Yeah, I hope so. I don't want to wait too long for them.
I hope it doesn't prevent him from directing Alita Battle Angel, because I see a lot of potential in that.
Yeah. I don't know. If I get 5 Avatar films, I'll be happy.
So for me, it comes down to Hurt Locker and, all right, they're not going to give Cameron another Oscar, right?
Yeah, I think so now.
So it's going to be Inglourious Bastards or Hurt Locker, but the momentum is on Hurt Locker's justifiably. It's on Hurt Locker's side. Catherine Bigelow has done a lot of time in the industry. People really respect her. She's awesome. I love Catherine Bigelow. So they're going to be like, up yours, James Cameron, because she and Cameron were married in the 80s. So let's go big. Let's say Hurt Locker, man. Let's lock it up.
Yeah, let's do it.
You know what, though? I'm going to go, you know what? You're going Hurt. I'm changing mine.
You're changing it?
Yep.
To what?
I'm going to say Up in the Air is going to pull the surprise win.
You really?
Yeah.
Okay.
I'm going to do it.
That's on you, man. Right. I mean, I love Up in the Air. I just don't see it happening.
So you got Hurt Locker?
Yeah, Hurt Locker.
I got Up in the Air. So locking it in, sealing the envelope.
Yep.
Fingers crossed.
Fingers crossed.
Now, one thing we have to do. I've been doing drafts for the every MFF podcast, and I put them up on Movies, Films, and Flicks Facebook. I want to do a draft with you.